Hello again, friends.
And you are our friends.
My name is Flex Donovan. You might remember me from the short-lived Austin Powers TV medical drama where I played Alan Powers, Austin's long-lost brother. With me as always is the star of the show, Joshua Moose Hadley. How's it going, Moose?
I'm doing very good.
Really?
I really enjoyed the show today. Yeah.
Which show is that?
Oh, the one in Puerto Rico.
Oh, right. The show.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see a lot of our old Ring of Honor favorites: Kevin Steen, El Generico.
Savio Vega.
MVP was there. He wrestled as Antonio Banks in Ring of Honor. He wrestled Homicide. We all remember that.
Do we remember that?
I remember. You know, before the FIP world title.
Part of me thinks he was actually in Ring of Honor for a show. Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, MVP was Antonio Banks.
Yeah, but didn't he show up as MVP to team with someone? I don't know. So. Who cares? We are recording this right after we watched Backlash. My question for you would be, how would you compare these two shows?
Backlash, you know, our friends in VC, or maybe one of them would disagree with me, but I felt like not every match was like. I don't think Bad Bunny versus Punishment Martinez was better than Robbie Eagles versus Claudio Castagnoli, but I felt like it was a much more enjoyable show.
Oh yeah, it was a really good show.
They were doing I think they were doing the storylines far better than Ring of Honor.
They had more stars. They used their stars in the main events and not early on, and then nothing later.
Yeah, but to be fair, this is Ring of, we're reviewing Ring of Honor TV, not their, supercards. I suppose like this would be.
Yeah, a lot of their stars aren't here.
Event. Yeah,
like Katsuyori Shibata. Where's the tag team champions, the Lucha Brothers?
Yeah.
Chris Jericho is still listed on the Ring of Honor roster. I don't know why, but he is. So yeah, a lot of their stars are not here.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to get started on this show?
Do you have any thoughts about Backlash?
None that I want to share. I mean, I still am in full-on bonk mode over Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the listeners need to hear that.
Yeah, true. All right, yeah, let's talk about the Ring of Honor wrestling.
Where you will never need to be bonked. The opening contest was Rocky Romero defeating Lee Moriarty in a Pure Rules singles match. What do you think?
It was strange. The referee seemed to be like really helping Rocky. Like, I remember like Rocky was in the corner, and instead of like saying, "All right, it's a rope break for Rocky," he started counting. Like,
yeah, I don't think the referee really knew the rules.
Very strange. That really took me out of this. Like, I don't know. Like, I like both wrestlers. Big Bill was there. I mean,
Well, it's Big Bill. So the first thing I noted was Rocky is no longer coming out to the Roppongi Vice theme, which I don't think that's good. And then the second thing I noted was the crowd actually knows who Rocky is this week. That's a big improvement.
Oh yeah, that was good. That is a big improvement. They're in Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah, I think Ring of Honor taped in Sunrise and Lakeland, right?
I think so.
I don't know. What did you think about Caprice Coleman screaming, "It's the pure rules that make you wrestle"?
Hey, no, I forgot about that.
Well,
I totally blanked it out.
I was not a big fan of this match, mostly because it was stupid. How would the pure rules stop Big Bill from interfering? I mean, they did, but how? Is the story here that the referee only pays attention if it's a pure rules match?
And what are they gonna do for the third match? They're hyping up a rubber match between these two.
As if anyone cares.
I don't know, Big Bill. I think Big Bill cares.
When are we gonna get Rocky versus Big Bill? That's the fucking match.
Yeah, I mean, like this needs to become the new like Kingdom, Martin Brothers match where they have a match every week. You know.
Yeah, and there are more coming, believe me.
Yeah, and like these guys just wrestled in Rampage on the deletion match for some reason.
We don't talk about. That's why you got to bring up the deletion.
Well, they were just there, Big Bill.
I have a headache now. Talking about these fucking cinematic wrestling matches. It's just what we need. By the way, if anybody out there is like, oh, cinematic matches, those are great. No, they're not. I don't care about your opinion, you're wrong. If cinematic matches are real matches, then we're going to have Ric Flair versus The Undertaker one of these days on Raw.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be CGI Flair versus CGI Undertaker, and that'll be all wrestling is if we allow cinematic wrestling to be wrestling.
We just May the 4th was soon. They did it with Carrie Fisher in that movie, Rogue One.
I'm not happy right now. I hope you know that.
Well, I won't be either, considering what followed this.
Up next was Athena defeating Angelica Risk, I guess, in a proving ground match. What did you think of that?
It was strange. I don't remember ever seeing Angelica before, and she was kind of like kicking Athena's ass for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was a match. I
said last week that this story had to go somewhere at some point. This week was not the point. It's the same thing for the 6th week in a row. Athena kicked the face off this poor girl, and then she buried Mike Posey. Then she caught a crossbody with one arm, which was impressive.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a match that happened. Are you ready for the big thing that happened on the show?
Was this the title match?
This was a title match.
The Old Man.
Samoa Joe versus the Old Man for the Ring of Honor TV title. What'd you think?
It's when's Daniel's gonna get a tag team title match, and then the trios title match, and then is he gonna get the world title match?
He's gonna get the TNA Legends title match.
There's also other titles that get defended on this show, so we could see him versus Zack Sabre Jr.
We could get him versus Vikingo for the AAA Mega title.
That's true.
And then he could be the Mega Old Man.
True. Yeah, I don't get why the Old Man's getting a title match. I do like. After the match, Joe did respect Christopher Daniels. It wasn't this thing where he's laying down, so I'm gonna go shake his hand. I did like that.
Before the match started, I noticed Samoa Joe looked a little tired. He was breathing really heavy just doing his entrance, so hope he's feeling okay.
Yeah.
Big guy looked a little tired out there. The match was good and short.
Well, there's more matches from 2006 if he needs a break.
Yeah, it's true. There's an infinite number of 2006 Samoa Joe matches. I know what's next for Samoa Joe, but in the big picture, what should be next for Samoa Joe?
Let's see. He beat Mark Briscoe. He's beating all these other guys randomly. I don't know what storyline he's in.
Yeah, I thought I knew, and then I saw the taping spoilers, and I don't know. So
yeah, he's just sort of beating guys right now. There's no oh man, Joe, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be me. Let's see. Well, I know Rocky Romero won a match, and he was in Ring of Honor back in the day.
Yep, there it is. But I said what should be next, not what's going to be next. I mean, Samoa Joe's one of 3 stars they have on this show. They should be doing something with him, right?
Yeah.
Something coherent and good?
You would think so.
Alright, well, I guess we'll figure out what that is in another episode.
Well, they're being very, what's the word, methodic or mysterious.
I don't know. I feel like Tony just books 6 weeks in advance, but he books one show. So he's like, this is what I want done for the next 6 weeks, but it's one episode. And they're like, well, what do you want the other 5 weeks? And he's like, he just points at the paper. Do it again. 6 weeks.
Well, up next, we got a big match, World Championship.
Yes, Robbie Eagles, who the fans did not know, taking on Claudio Castagnoli. First line in my notes, the fans either did not know who this was or did not care. Yeah, so what do you think of that?
Yeah, it's too bad, like, there was a couple weeks of, hey guys, here's a package of who Robbie Eagles is and why he's getting the title match. Like, this is the first time I've seen him in a long time. Like, why is he getting a title match? For what?
I don't know.
Guess
they're defeating the point of, like, they should be establishing how things go in this show. And Athena does proving ground matches like she's watched Ring of Honor before. And then the other people just have random title matches against whoever. I don't know. It's a bad show, booked by a moron.
I thought the match was decent.
Oh, I thought it was probably the best match on the show. Claudio looked awesome. The whole ending sequence was awesome.
This match was better than Bad Bunny versus Punishment Martinez. Other than, like, I don't know, like, Sadio Vega and Carlito being there was great.
You didn't have 28 run-ins in this one.
Yeah. It wasn't booked like a ECW main event.
No, it was not.
They tried to do a Ring of Honor world title match in 8 minutes, and I thought they did an okay job.
Something from 9 notes. I hope Claudio gets to defend the title in Wembley. Do you think he will? And if you do, who do you think he should defend it against?
Marty Scurll's canceled.
Correct.
Doug Williams still wrestles.
Do you think that's a Wembley kind of match? Claudio Castagnoli and Doug Williams?
I mean, Claudio's not drawing anyone to that show.
Well, I mean, who is? 60,000 tickets sold. Somebody's got to be drawing people.
I figured Punk would be back by then.
Right.
There we go. Claudio and Punk, Ring of Honor world title. Let's go. He's a former world champion.
Okay. Up next, was that the Sky Blue backstage promo?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'll wrestle Athena. Yep.
Okay, because I got my notes a little mixed up somehow. First thing I want to mention about this backstage promo was Future Justin. Ground Brown, seriously? Ground Brown. Anyway, Sky Blue was verbally assaulting Athena here. She sounded like she meant what she was saying, which is good, but also she said some goofy stuff. She said Athena isn't dominant. Huh? Who? In what way?
Yeah.
I think if you're a babyface, you have to tell the truth to get an issue over, and,
yeah.
No, that wasn't the truth. Then she said, my favorite line possibly all night. Why don't we have that singles match that everybody wants to see? Who is everybody?
Oh, Christopher Daniels. Brock Anderson probably wanted to see it. Maybe Serpentico?
Maybe.
I think he put an order in. So Tony, this match, we got to do it, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think it'll be good, and I don't care.
Oh yeah, like I kept saying, like all these Sky Blue matches, it's like seems like spot matches that happen at spot shows, but unfortunately those don't happen anymore.
She looks like a jobber to me. She's a very attractive young lady. Athena will talk about her later, so. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Talking about jobbers?
Talking about jobbers, we got this match up next.
This might have been the funniest match on the show. A 10-man tag. Stu Grayson, Darius Martin, Lance Von Erich, and the Best Friends beat the Kingdom and the Varsity Athletes in a 10-man tag team match. First of all, what do you think was going through Tony's head when he was like, yes, let's do it?
He thought, man, this Martin Kingdom Brothers this feud, it's climbing. We're building it up. it's getting heated, and like we gotta get some big stars in there. There's Chuck Taylor. He was in Friends in Similar Tights and Chikara. Trent Beretta. He was on ECW on Sci-Fi.
True.
There's the fake there's the fake Martin brother Action Andretti. There's Darius Martin. And there's Stu Grayson. He was in Ring of Honor on HDNet, and so was Evo Uno.
Yeah, that's what makes you a big star, whether or not you were on HDNet.
Yeah, they were still in the ECW arena back in the day.
Yeah, I thought this was fun. The entrances were fun. Darius Martin was dancing to the Best Friends theme. We didn't have to hear the Trustbusters theme.
Oh yeah, that was great.
There was a great moment in this match. Action Andretti says "Lights, camera, action," which is apparently his catchphrase.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that
I
was
just
his
remember
catchphrase?
when I was watching. I didn't know that.
And you can hear Maria
know that.
yell, "Oh, shut up!"
Yep.
And it popped me so good. I just laugh now thinking about it. We need more of Maria yelling, "Oh, shut up!"
On the GCW show, Action was on the same card as Tommy Rich, and he was being a heel, and he was sort of acting that way.
I wrote in my notes, I would like to see the Best Friends take on the Kingdom in the tag team title picture. And right as I typed that, Vincent came out.
Yeah, what a finish.
I hate Vincent. This is the worst storyline in the history of Vincent, which is saying something because he's Vincent. And I've seen all of the Vincent storylines. It's the fucking worst.
And no matter what, the Trustbusters, they can never get a win. There's the Righteous interrupt everyone, and it looked like Tony Nese might get a pinfall, but then who pinned him? Stu Grayson or something?
No, Action Andretti got the pin.
Oh, okay.
Action Andretti got the pin. I think he pinned Arya, right?
Maybe. So who the Trustbusters gonna lose to next week?
I don't know.
I don't know. Sunny Kiss could get a title match against Sabata.
Who is the best Trustbuster and who's the worst Trustbuster?
My favorite Trustbuster is Josh Woods, definitely.
Yeah.
The worst one is probably Sunny Kiss.
I would have went with Jeeves K.
That might be true.
I
I forgot about him.
I hate Jeeves K. I hate all of the Trustbusters, really, but in particular, a guy named Jeeves K pisses me off. Up after that was Athena's backstage promo where she gave a rebuttal to Sky Blue. The only notable thing in there was she talked about how Sky Blue's gear was so far up her ass that she couldn't think straight. Maybe she has a point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's onto something.
We might have to get a scientist to look into it.
Athena, I know you're listening. You got DM future Justin.
Yeah, Athena, we once talked about Shane Taylor. Let's talk about getting a scientist on this case because, yeah, I think you might be onto something.
I think Athena's first match in Ring of Honor was at a Night of Hoopla against Michael Elgin. Just brought that up. I decided to do it.
You never just randomly bring stuff up. That's not in your character. Up next, Preston Vance defeated Rich Adonis. Do you have anything on this match?
Raise your arm up, dude. 10 from the Dork Order is here. I remember like people were chanting 10 at him, and I think he like played around with that and like flashed a 10 sign to them.
The only note I have in my notes is that his discus lariat sucks.
Oh, yeah. That was the finish.
His hips are too stiff to do it well. Probably not a successful athlete growing up. Stiff little hips like that. I would have preferred
seeing Roosh.
Oh, yeah. I would have much preferred seeing Roosh. Roosh should be doing things.
Yeah, I mean, I paid like $10 for this, dude. Like, where's Roosh?
Right. Where are the stars? They already wrestled. Yeah. You will notice there's a severe lack of star power here for these last 5 matches. But after that, we got...
Come on, we're coming up to the main event.
We got the real main event in the next segment. The very next segment. The one unifying storyline across all of these episodes. The Kingdom attacked Darius Martin and Action Andretti backstage. And my note on that was this was a very good segment because it involved the Kingdom.
Yes.
I was so excited to see them just beat those Melvins up.
Hell yeah.
What'd you think?
This is my favorite feud in wrestling right now.
Well, I mean, they're consistent.
It's better than Brian Cage versus the Job People.
Well, that went off the fucking rails in this episode. Up next, Sky Blue defeated Robin Renegade. What'd you think about that?
I forgot about this match.
Really? You want to hear my notes? Robin Renegade is a MySpace username, not a wrestling name. Robin Renegade is once again wrestling in jeans. If she wasn't, I'd say she might quietly be better than Sky Blue. But too bad she's wrestling in jeans. At least Sky Blue knows it's wrestling. And then,
that's true.
Nigel McGuinness did not know torque was a word. Do you remember that? They got into a whole argument whether or not torque was a word. I thought Nigel was smart.
Man. Damn. Sam.
So do you remember any of the match now?
No.
It wasn't any good. After that, what has been my favorite thing the last few weeks went off the goddamn rails. Brian Cage defeated Brock Anderson. Do you see what I get, Moose? For years and years.
This is becoming my favorite thing. And like, oh, here's Brock. But not Brock Lesnar, Brock Anderson.
For years, I've been burying Brian Cage because he's a loser. Because he wrestles like an idiot. And finally, they put him in a circumstance where it's fun. He wrestles jobbers. He doesn't realize they're jobbers. And he does a 50-50 match with them. And it's the funniest fucking thing. And then they put him in there with Brock Anderson, who looks like he's 48 years old.
Yeah. This
sucked. This was the worst Brian Cage match I've seen since Brian Cage was in TNA.
Yeah. Brock, he seems like someone who should be on NWA Power. Yeah.
Brock seems like somebody who wishes he started wrestling 10 years ago and is like trying to make it.
He must be old. Like, why is he like?
I think I read he's only like 26.
Wow. Yeah,
I don't know.
See, like, he
I'm
might
gonna do some live Googling here.
He might need to wear a mask or something, dude.
Born in 97, he is 26 years old. Brock Anderson.
He's younger than me. Younger than me.
He looks like he's 48. He moves like he's 48. Yeah.
You know what? I mean, if he's just a job guy, okay.
Of everybody on this show, I'm trying to think. Of everybody on this show, he might have been the worst wrestler. Either him or Angelica Risk.
Yeah, Serpentico didn't wrestle. I mean, that's probably true.
Yeah, so I don't see anything in Brock Anderson, and he's killed off Brian Cage for me, so I hated this. Were you with me? Did you also hate this?
Oh, I was just like, I was sad that it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
It's really like somehow like I set the bar low for a Brian Cage match, and then still like I can't even be entertained, you know. He can't, like, he failed.
And your bar for entertainment in wrestling is really low, because you'll watch Tommy Rich matches in 2023.
Yeah.
And he can't meet that shit.
I think, like, I mean, only way Tony's gonna be able to make it up now is, like, having Tommy Rich defeat Brian Cage. Start that
Please,
storyline.
please, God, let's have it happen. Let him be the centerpiece of the Mongol embassy. That's a great storyline. He comes in as Tommy Rich, and Prince Nana thinks that he's just rich because his name is Rich.
Yeah.
That's money right there.
True. Actually, you know what? Ricky Morton's still wrestling, so we can bring back the York Foundation. You know, get Tommy and Ricky in there, teaming up again after all these years.
Yes, that's what the world needs.
Tony likes old WCW. Like, I mean, we're talking about a match with Brock Anderson of all people.
Well, he says he likes like the old Ring of Honor too, but then he does this show, so I don't know. I think Tony might be a liar.
I don't know. Will the next match tell us anything?
I don't know. Up next, Willow Nightingale defeated Steph DeLander. Were you aware Steph DeLander used the name Facebook, as in Facebook?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I hope you hate it as much as I do.
I just like he did it again. He like, you know, the first time I thought it was cute. The second time I was like, okay, and now it's like, dude, Riccaboni, no, you need to stop rapping over the Willow's entrance. And I think you know, Nigel brought it up too, like, dude, Bobby Cruz is saying something, you're being kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, he's being an idiot. I don't know who he thinks that's entertaining, but does he think there's like children who are subbed to Honor Club?
Yeah, I mean, who is this for?
It's not for me.
I mean, like, I can't imagine Kevin Kelly doing that.
No.
I don't know, but maybe if Dave Prazak did some meth, he might have done that. I don't know.
Maybe.
You have to find out. GCW, like, all right, you're gonna have to do the experiment.
In this match, Riccaboni brought up Matt Cardona, Game Changer Wrestling, and the Major Brother Action Figure Podcast.
Oh yeah.
He is now the worst announcer in all of wrestling, in my opinion. The very worst. This was horrific.
Well, you said so guys, he said this to me, and I said, well, he's not as bad as Velvet Sky.
Well, she doesn't announce still, does she?
No, she's on NAA Power every week.
Oh. Okay, he's the second worst announcer.
She does commentary with Tim Storm and Joe Gacy.
Fine, he's the third worst announcer.
No love for Joe.
So I brought up this. I think Matt Cardona might be the secret debut they're talking about for the Collision show.
Again?
Yeah, I think really. I mean, he was connected to CM Punk, right?
I just remember they're both on ECW on Sci-Fi.
Well, when Ryder got his push, it was Punk like politicking for him backstage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just remember Matt Cardona was the NAA world champion for a while. It's a really strange time.
Future Justin, can you put like sad music after that?
Just the sad song from Twin Peaks. I will probably get sued.
Well, Angelo is dead, so it won't be him suing us. Up next.
Probably.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. What's the main event?
Up next,
we've been waiting for this.
The main event, Komandar defeated Angelico. And before we get started on it, as stupid as it sounds, and as much talent as these last 5 matches have lacked, this was a better main event than last week.
Are you talking Joe?
No, I'm talking the match that went on last.
Gringo?
Yeah.
Or I forget. Was it Gringo and Commando? I forget.
Wasn't it Gringo and Blake Christian?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, sure. That's fair.
No,
no Dr. Luther. That was very nice. I mean,
The Spanish announce project is stupid.
How come, like, just what's up with this match placement? Because, like I said, Claudio versus Robbie Eagle was better than matches than that I saw on Backlash, and that it was the world title match. So why wasn't that last?
You know why that was last? Because after the match, Serpentico attacked Commander.
I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, sorry.
And the real main eventer came out. Tony Khan's true love, Orange Cassidy.
I'm just like, what the hell storyline is even going on here?
Is Orange Cassidy gonna be on?
Oh, this is So yeah, I just remembered this. This is his return to Ring of Honor since Unity. When he was with Soldier Ant and Green Ant, and they wrestled Jay Lethal, Adam Cole, and T.J. Perkins.
Why wasn't that match on this show?
Oh, I don't know. We already had one Orange Cassidy already ran in, so we might get that for like we had the one past match last week, so we'll get it another week.
Yeah.
I just wonder what the heck storyline is even going on here. So
the storyline is that Tony Khan is in love with Orange Cassidy.
So is the best friends feud? I know Commander is getting like a trios title match on Dynamite. I don't remember what it is. Let's see.
Yeah, it's got to be with Bandito, right? Because Bandito also came out.
So 6th. So, AEW's doing house shows in Kentucky.
Ooh, Chuck Taylor for the main event.
Okay, so on Dynamite, Claudio is wrestling Rey Fenix, 2 Ring of Honor champions, wrestling each other on that show. Bandito is wrestling House of Black with the Best Friends.
Is Bandito part of the Best Friends now?
I think so. I mean, I don't know, they're friends. I don't know if they're best friends, but we'll see. If he might end up like Wheeler Yuta in Turning Heel.
I'm nodding. Yes, that makes sense. Yes. If he works hard, like keeps his nose down, really keeps on the grind, one day Bandito could become Wheeler Yuta.
True. Former Ring of Honor world champ. He could be like Wheeler Yuta. The only thing hyped really is we'll get Rocky and Lee Moriarty again, it seems. Other than that, there's nothing saying.
We're getting another
in Sky Blue.
We're getting another Martin Brothers versus the Kingdom tag match.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's just yeah. Not saying this match is next week. We'll see, but we're definitely getting another match. I wonder who Brian Cage is gonna wrestle next week to be funny.
Well, hopefully it's a jobber again. I think Cheeseburger might be around. That'd be good.
Let's see. I'm thinking here, like, what about like?
What about Toru Yano?
People show up. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. He was in the Ring of Honor. I think. That's the thing with Samoa Joe, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So who do you think he should take on? The Boogeyman?
I'd like to see him wrestle Bushwhacker Luke.
Okay. He's not the one that's dead, right?
No, that's Butch.
R.I.P. Butch. I thought he was great in that
Butch.
stable with Sheamus.
Yes, true.
Different Butch. My bad. My bad. I always get those two guys confused.
Me too.
Is there anything else you want to talk about on this show?
No, I even forgot about our chesting we were gonna do too.
My first move is to resign.
Alright, perfect. Alright, well guys, Backlash was really good. Can't wait to see Cody versus Roman again. And make sure to check out us next week. I guess Ring of Honor is returning to Universal, right?
I don't know. I mean, they are, but I don't know if they're a week behind or not. I don't know if they have another week taped or not.
Oh.
The short of it is Backlash was good and this was not.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Maybe we should do a Backlash podcast.
True.
We never asked TJ what his opinion was on the Ring of Honor show.
Oh, he said he liked 10. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it from TJ. The show was a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Hell yeah.
All right. You ready to sign off here?
We'll see you next week. Honor forever.
Smell you later, cheese bags.